It's the largest academic lecture that St. John's has ever had. About 3,200 students are in the crowd, many of them with phones at the ready. They're taking photos of a photographer, Brandon Stanton.
It started with the decision that I want to do something I love, and a faith in myself to figure everything out afterwards.
Brandon is sharing his rags to riches story with the students. After he lost his job as a bond trader, he moved to New York City and started taking photos of strangers to feature on his blog. His portrait project, called Humans of New York, now has well over 15 million online followers.
He had no money, he was broke, no one was really rooting for him in his photography career, so just his persistence throughout the whole thing was really amazing, and that just do what you want to do and love your job.
Shortly after its recent release, Brandon's newest book, Humans of New York Stories, dominated the New York Times bestsellers list. Brandon believes that his photos found their success when he began using them as a medium to share stories, turning strangers into people that have dreams and struggles, just like everyone else. Now he daily approaches strangers, photographs them, and speaks with each about their most intimate emotions and experiences.
I was always going for a type of photo that was very intimate, where I'd be asking somebody for their photo and then taking a very close-up photo of them. And then I kind of realized that the obvious next step would be to actually kind of give this person a voice and find out who they were through their own words.
St. John's decided to start their own campaign modeled after Brandon's, called Humans of SJU, featuring members of the St. John's community. Mary PELKOWSKI approached people she didn't know, students and staff members alike, to ask them about their stories.
And I would spend so many times with students that, I wouldn't get a chance to talk to. And I would never know Angela the omelet lady, or I would never know the student who speaks 7 languages and plays 4 instruments.
Brandon says that when people get to know each other, only good can come from it.
One of the best things about doing a project like this is it forces you to get out of your comfort zone. It's very nerve-wracking to approach a stranger and to kind of ask them questions and to meet them and to learn about them. And the camera almost gives you an excuse to do that.
I was just sitting in my office one day, oh, you're about to interview. I was like, okay. So I want to take the time out of my day now to really truly get to know people, and those people that know my face, to have a conversation with them and trying to hear their story and get to know them better.
We have 14,000 students, and that's 14,000 stories. And I hope that this is just the beginning of getting to know all of them.
Now, not all of the students of St. John's are going to become photographers and bloggers, but a big takeaway of tonight for many of them is to do something that they love and get to know other people while doing it. Reporting for Currents from St. John's University, I'm Katie Breidenbach.